All right, what up, everybody? Welcome back to Esports County. This is your host, Gangsy. So we can get the old face cam up on there in a minute. But yeah, we are back for Scrims for Pmgc. Make sure you're liked and subscribed. Let's see if I can get the webcam on. Nah, it doesn't want to work in a minute. We'll fix it up later. But have we got a lineup for you tonight? I don't know if y'all have checked out the description of this video, but I strongly suggest you get involved with it right now. Just go below the video, hit show more when you're set. Check out the Discord link, the Instagram link, the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Twitch, and show your support for Esports County. Now, the teams we have on the menu tonight are pretty spicy. We've got 5 rounds of PUBG Mobile with Pmgc teams. We have got in the lobby waiting right now Nova Esports 628, Tongjia Bao, Team Secret 4 Rivals, BIGETRON Red Alien, STALWART Esports, DRS Gaming, NIGMA Galaxy, Deadeyes Guys, CRYPTICS, Damn One Gaming, BC SWELL, XAVIER'S, and FAZE Clan. I hope they have all showed up tonight. I hope they got all their thumb socks ready and they are good to go. So the map lineup for tonight is going to be Miramar, Erangel, Miramar, Sanhok, Erangel. Now this is kind of a super weekend map rotation. We've seen a fair bit of Sanhok in the super weekends. We've seen the difference it makes for those teams in super weekend that are coming out on top. I mean, Infinity's been absolutely dominating it, but it has made a difference for some of these teams because in the league, in the weekday play, we don't have Sanhok. It's just the Miramar and the Erangel, and it's probably a little bit more Erangel heavy. So the teams that have performed better on Erangel are getting a bit of a bonus there, but it's all about that super weekend, baby. And that's what these teams tonight are practicing for. This is it. This is the last, like this week, this is their last chance. If they don't get in the super weekend, they've got no hope of making it to the global finals. I'll be honest there. Like it's do or die. This is it. This is crunch time, baby. For these teams, they have to dominate. They have to succeed. They have to get the frags. They have to get those points. It's all got to come together. Like some of the performance we've seen from these teams, you know, is not what we were expecting. I mean, this has been a Pmgc so far of surprises. Like I know I've been surprised. I'm sure you have as well. Let's see if we can get some background noise on just to jazz all up. Better strap yourselves in, grab a nice cold beverage. I am of course your host Gangsy. This is Esports County. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, show your support in the chat. I'm reading your comments. I want to see some love for your teams. I'm seeing some Stalwart Esports, bit of Mongolian in there in the chat. Let's go. We've got DRS, Deadeyes Guys, a lot of love for our Nepalese teams. Infinity with an exclamation mark. I think that just says it all from this team that is absolutely smashing it right now. We've got some hashtag Indo Pride in the chat for Genesis Dogma and the Bigetron Red Aliens. What else have we got here? A lot of love for Bigetron. Some love for Zeus too. Good old Zeus. I actually played against Zeus tournament on the weekend. We went round for round and we wiped them, they wiped us. Good times were had by all. Got some NIGMA Galaxy in the chat. NIGMA Galaxy have been a real dark horse of this tournament. I'm wondering yeah, I don't know. I'd love to share the face cam with you all, but it is just not happening at the moment. I'm not sure what's going on with the face cam. Maybe it's because we've got 2 face cams. I don't know. Maybe if we get the face cam and we get the filters. Face cam is what face cam does, but that doesn't matter. You don't need to see me. You need to see these teams, and we are getting them ready. We're making sure all those screens are clean, all those sensitivity settings are just dialed into the max. All those fun socks have been out on the line to dry, ready to go. Let me know in the chat because oh, here we go. This is it. We got the plane. We got the map. We got that flight park. We are on Miramar. We're starting off from Valdemar, heading up to Campo Militar. Pretty diagonal flight path if ever I saw one, and that is going to make things pretty easy for these teams. Nothing too crazy in game number one. I can already see that's Damn One Gaming heading to Los Higos. Damn One Gaming, what are you doing? I can't remember the last time I saw a team go there. CRYPTICS, of course, we know go to Valdemar. Big fans of Valdemar. CRYPTICS are. CRYPTICS have been doing good. This is a team, like I watched them in the MENA and the South Asia Championships, and they really impressed me. I mean, the gun skill is definitely there with CRYPTICS. Like it's one of those quiet achiever teams that just, you know, they just pop off here and there, and they are. Where are they sitting in the overall standings? So they're 13th. They're within arm's reach of getting into the top 9. Now we've got our first circle, and it's kind of on that. It's basically centered around that big power grid hill area with the valley. That's a huge valley. It gets quite messy. We've got a bit of a hot drop as well on our screens. With it's got to be Deadeyes, guys. It's 628. We've seen some bad. Oh, they're chasing them down. We've seen these guys go toe to toe around power grid for a while now, and it's been a minute since I've seen them fight for it. We've got Shifu on the screen here, and you know this is classic engagement between these two teams. Sometimes 628 come out on top. Sometimes Deadeyes guys come out swinging, and it is great. I love to see teams fighting for hot drops. It really shows how much these teams, you know, have changed. Like in previous global championships, we probably didn't see teams fighting as much. You know, there might be a brief skirmish at the start of the tournament, and then, you know, one team that came off second best would probably go and find another drop spot. You know, they'd study the maps and see, you know, find a little spot out of the way where no other teams. But now the level of aggression that we're seeing these days, teams will fight over and over and over and over again for their drop spots. And it doesn't matter if they win every time, because that's their spot and they want it. And the other team is exactly, you know, the other team like 628 and Deadeyes guys, they're exactly the same. Shifu, He's only got the M16. He's got iron sights. 33Z's got the M249. I reckon he's got a red dot. I think he's got a hollow sight on the back of it. Yeah, he does. He's got a hollow sight on that. That's going to give him a big advantage. He's got the automatic gunfire, and you can see Sunan Nares providing a bit of backline support. Dayoshi with an M4. What a beautiful weapon to get on a hot drop. On top, able to get the refrag, confirms Sunan instantly, doesn't take his finger off the trigger. Fragboy goes down. We're going knock for knock here with confirms across the board. Dayoshi and Turu's able to get a knock though. This is getting messy. This is getting real messy. Shifu's able to get Dayoshi right down to 10 HP. That's going to hit. He's going to hit the full send button on that one. He knows that it's very unlikely Dayoshi has any heals. That's 628 done and dusted. First team out of the lobby. Deadeyes guys only losing a single player. That is pretty schmick for them. Now we've got BIGETRON. BIGETRON landing onto Nova Esports. We know Nova Esports go Junkyard. Like Nova Esports and Junkyard is just a known quantity here. And Bigetron, I'm trying to think if that is their drop spot. I mean, let me know in the chat. Yeah, they love a good hot drop. Jimmy's gonna no way, high boy can win this trade. I mean, oh, that was unfortunate for Bigetron. I think they've lost 2 players now. Nova Esports looking pretty comfortable. I think they're going to go for the chase as well. I mean, why not? You really don't want teams thinking they can get that comfortable with you in the early game, you know, while you're looting. You've got to send them a message. Don't come in here. Stay away, or you will be supplying us with kill points each and every game. And Bigetron like Nova. I mean, Bigetron have had a bit of a comeback tour. They are currently sitting in 16th place overall in the scheme of the Super Weekend standings, and that is what is going to determine which teams go to the global finals next year. We'll just chuck the old Gangsy thingamajig. We'll just make a little. That is going to determine which of the teams go to the global finals. So Bigetron they just haven't come out the gate on this one. I mean, considering their previous World Championships, I'm not sure what exactly happened there. But Nova are the previous, you know, these are 2 teams that have won the World Championships. Bigetron winning the full split in 2020, and I mean, how many times haven't they won it? Not sure what happened there. Things seem to be all right. Should be all right. Apologies about that. But yeah, Nova Esports, how many times haven't they won it? I mean, they were the previous winners. Like they took out the 2020 penultimate global championships, which was at the start of this year, 2021. And they also took out the OG PMCO in 2019. So, and they've got a couple of PEL titles under their belt as well. So this is definitely, you know, it's definitely a strong team. But it's also like, yeah, you know, are you able to just keep backing that up again and again? That level of performance. Can you always be the best team? That's the question. And Nova always seems to just pull it out of the bag. Like sometimes it just seems like they're not going to do it, and then they just do it. Like they just make it happen. So don't count them out yet, but they do have a bit of an uphill battle. Team Secret though, I mean, I'm stoked. I'm stoked with Team Secret. I mean, they've just done amazing. Like they've just gone from strength to strength in this tournament, and currently sitting in 6th position. They've been doing fantastic. Really proud of them. Let me just give me one moment. Bit rate. While we're in the early game, let's see if we can fix up the bit rate. We'll just do a quick fade to this, and then I will. I just want to get the bit rate up a little bit higher. We'll fade back to that. So. We'll check out where these teams are at the moment. You can see Team Secret's currently outside of zone. Stalwart Esports making a rotation in. They've got Tongji Bao in the vicinity nearby. That they've got to be cautious of that. They don't want to crash into them. We also had, like most of the teams in zone, BC SWELL are in circle, FAZE also in circle. FAZE have been just, this is another team that's like, had a bit of a false start, but they got into a super weekend and they're starting, they've had a good super weekend behind them. This next super weekend coming up is going to be the decider. Of course it's going to be the decider. But if you don't get in the next super weekend, you are done for. Like, except maybe if you're Infinity or Genesis Dogma, Four Rivals or Stalwart, maybe Chonburi could probably survive not making it into super weekend. But yeah, these other teams, they need to get points. I mean, I believe I heard Imperium was saying that it looks like 200 points was going to be the cutoff there. Oh, on top. If on top lives here, oh my God, one bullet. A single bullet. Half a bullet. You could cut a bullet in half and just chuck it with your hands at that pickup truck, and Shifu would have been spectating one of the boys because, I mean, it was on fire, it was smoking. That was a funny call for him. Action, picking up a nice double there onto Tong Chia Bao. That's I mean, he's got a smoking buggy, but he's smoking. He's just smoking Tong Chia Bao. He's just smoking in general. Like, Action's he's pretty smoking kind of dude. He's about to put a bit of smoke into one of the members of Tong Chia Bao. He's looking first. And like I said, I was a bit worried about Stalwart Esports getting sidewinded by Tong Chia Bao on the rotation, but it looks like it's gone. It looks like it's gone the other way here, and see Man just trying to make that happen. He's able to get top, but he's in a. He's got to get. Yeah, he's not going to be able to pull that one off against Stalwart Esports. He got the first onto top, though. Top getting confirmed. That is a kill point, and it will put a slight dent into Stalwart Esports, although Stalwart Esports, it doesn't really seem to slow them down when they lose players. Like, I mean, I guess if they lose 3 players, it slows them down a little bit. But they seem to be able to handle themselves pretty well as a duo. Turu loves now. I think he's the last guy up. Yeah, he is for Deadeye's guys. He's got on a knock on to Ralph. Hamodi's in the front line, putting on the pressure, while Freak gets the revive happening. Lord's in the back line, and Lord gets the job done with the grenade. That is going to be Deadeye's guys out in 10th position. 5 kills though. So they did pick up a sneaky little kill onto someone somewhere we might have caught off camera. That is in addition to the 4v4 they had against 628 at the beginning of the game. That was a brilliant 4v4, and we always love watching 628 and Deadeye's guys fighting at Power Grid. I mean, name a more dynamic duo than Deadeye's guys 628 or a Menage a Trois at Power Grid. It's fantastic. Now, there's MR5. He knows he's there now. Oh, that was a bit sneaky. MR5 is just hoofing it downhill. Tony K's going to back him up with Venturas and Corpy providing long range support. Looks like they're going for the push and they're going to commit to this engagement. CRYPTICS may have some off angles here. I can see some going down. Beautiful peek there from Tony K, or at least instantly punished for it. It does look like some nice little angles. I like what Lazy Boy's doing here. He's working quite nicely with Senke. They've lost Chapo, but they're really putting the pressure onto FaZe with Corpy and Tony K on the ground. MR5 goes for the trade with Marshall, comes out on top. Senke goes for another trade with Corpy, and that is not looking good for FaZe Venturas, the remaining player. Oh, if he got that Car 98 shot, that would have been beautiful. He's got it. It's a Car 98 shot. Oh, I don't know. That's a bit more of a style point there. And FaZe Clan go out in 9th position. We're just waiting for the film to go up. Yeah, 9th position, but they only had two kills, and you can see like DEADEYES guys and Nova are already on top of them. So there's a lot more to this game at the moment than surviving, and one of those things is getting kill points, which we see, you know, it's just always super important. Now, at this point, I'd like to remind everybody of how awesome esports county are. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check out the show more in the description. There's a whole bunch of links to their Discord, Facebook server, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Just get amongst it, get in there, you dirty grubs, and have a good time. Now, Circle's hard shifted away from Tumasera. Unfortunately for BC SWELL, they place their bets and, you know, the dice rolled the wrong way. Stalwart Esports did get the right roll of the dice, but they've got NIGMA Galaxy sharing their space. Raouf with a beautiful angle there. Able to get the knock on Scry action, not able to get the refrag. That means Raouf is going to be able to hit a heal and be back in business very shortly. Oh, Pika. You reckon Pika could make something happen here? Pika's been pretty spot on with the bolty lately. Love to see him just snap one off here and grab a headshot. But they are moving targets. And Raouf with the Mini 14 gets to confirm onto action. That is Stalwart Esports down to a single player. Although, hey, we've seen Pika pull off some crazy stuff to have in these situations. Stalwart Esports already have 4 kills on the board. Very close to CRYPTICS, and yeah, unfortunately rolling straight into another team. That's going to be Stalwart Esports out there in 8th position. This is just training. It definitely is training, but it's, it's at this level of training, like, come on, like, the next 2 days are pivotal. Like, if these teams don't get into Super Weekends, that, like, you unless, like I said, unless you're top 5, you can kiss your global finals ticket goodbye. So, the sweat is real. You can feel it. You can feel the humidity from here. And, it might be Miramar, but it's definitely feeling like Sanhok at the moment. So, Damn One Gaming, they've been pretty quiet. We haven't seen a whole lot of them. Favian's in a bad way. Forest not looking too good either, considering we've got Frankie from the XAVIER'S and BC as well, in a sandwich situation, just laying down the nades and, watching for peaks. I'm not sure if BC SWELL committing to the compound's a great idea, knowing another team is there. Only because it's unlikely Circle's going to shift away, and this is such a great gatekeeping opportunity for DEADEYES. Now, if DEADEYES in the line of sights of Marshall and CRYPTICS, so he's going to have to be careful about peeking here. And Lazy Boy's just showing us, giving us a physics lesson there with the buggy, showing us, Newton's first law. It's a really good I don't know. Track that statement. Oh, he's got to go for the revive. Oh, he didn't. And yeah, XAVIER'S just going to push on this. That's the thing, like, committing to a fight like that when you know that there's another team nearby. I don't think he realises there's a nade right next to him. Like, if you commit to a fight like that and you take casualties mid-fight, the other team is going to push. I mean, why not? They're right next to Circle. They were in circle. They knew they wouldn't have to move for at least another half a minute, and it's just like, you know, you're not like, even if you win the fight against that, you know, even if BC Swell, you win the fight against Dan1 Gaming, you know, the team like XAVIER'S is just going to rock up and take you out. You know, it's not a win-win situation. I think BC Swell probably should have just backed out of that one, went for a rotation and tried to take some more long-range engagements, especially as a duo. It was probably a bit too much of an overcommitment to that fight. Now, on the other side of zone, these teams are outside of zone, so NIGMA Galaxy are going to have to rotate in. They've got Team Secret to the left. They've got CRYPTICS to the right. Freak's already on the ground. It's not looking good. There's no time left on the clock. Hamidy's going to be able to get in there for a revive, but you can see from Freak's health bar, he's not in a good way. I like how Liquid's already got the nade cooked. If he lands that nade off the buggy, I would have lost it. That was you gotta love airborne delivery systems like that. I like how Liquid's smoking the enemy here. It's a good play. But we've got 5 teams left. It is going to be NIGMA Galaxy, Team Secret, CRYPTICS, BIGETRON, and XAVIER. NIGMA Galaxy and Team Secret both fielding 4-man full teams. CRYPTICS only down to 3 players, but they're still making it work. BIGETRON and XAVIER as a duo. Team Secret taking a punishing. You see Senkai getting a knock there, and they've also got to, if Hamady just clipped then instead of going for the unpeak, but he does have to get the revive onto Lord. Team Secret, they may be able to make it out of this one alive. I don't have high hopes, but you know, if anyone can do it, Team Secret can. Oh, I keep getting first there. Senkai and Lazy Boy. In fact, the whole CRYPTICS lineup, you know, to be honest, they've done so well. Like, this is not expecting to see, you know, make it out of PMPL, and they're not just like in PMGC, but they're thriving. They're doing quite well, and I'd really like to see them make a big run of it in the Super Weekend. Team Secret as well. Like, Team Secret have just gone from strength to strength. You know, they didn't look like they would qualify for the Super Weekends. Boy, were we wrong. Like, they had a real rough start, didn't they, to the tournament? They had a really rough start. And it was not the Team Secret we know and love and that we're used to. And then they woke up. They just said, "Hey, what up?" And yeah, they're looking like they could qualify. Hamady, what a nade! That was brutal, especially with 20 seconds left on the clock in circle 6. Like, you know, you don't want to be going for a revive at this point in the game. So we can see here, check out some of the kills that these players have got. Lord sitting on 3, Liquid sitting on 3, Senkai sitting on 4. Senkai has just been, look at him, look at the mini 14. He's going off. He's going to spot Hamady, and that's just going to be like another feather in his cap. Just tapping away up the leaderboard. That's going to take CRYPTICS up to 10 kills. And Senkai sitting on 5 himself. I think CRYPTICS have got this one. Just I don't know. I just like what I see right now. Unfortunately, Team Secret going out there or was that just a play getting firsted? Is there still? Yeah, iShot's still on the field. Oh, and is that Fredo? So Fredo and iShot are still going. Okay, and I think they're pretty far from zone. BIGETRON Zuxi, he's still at the edge of circle. And we got XAVIER on a duo. So we're down, like, nobody, it's like 4 duos at the moment. It's 2v2v2v2. This is going to be a real standoff. Look at some of the angles. I love where Liquid is right now. Liquid could be an absolute pest here. And I bet he's going to get a knock onto these guys when they really don't want him to. He's got clear angles right now onto Senkai at least. I think Team Secret making a wise move here not to expose themselves too much to that ridge line. And they're actually just looking to play I like this play from Team Secret. It's kind of a ballsy move, but it makes sense. Like, instead of exposing yourself to all that open ground, they're just looking to clean up the compound, because if they can control this area, this is a position of power for them. Unfortunately for them, they just get caught in the crossfire, like CRYPTICS and the Xavier. Oh, if Senke hit that double there, it would have been a big pickup. All right, so we can see BIGETRON looking up, and it's just Senke. Frankie goes down. It's just Senke in a 1v2. Can he do it? I mean, why not? Senke's been on fire this game. He's got 6 kills. You know, the juices are flowing. The blood's pumping. He's ready to go. Come on, Senke. You could do it. He doesn't have circle. He's in a world of poo right now. Like, I mean, BIGETRON, they've got the shack. They've got the hardcover. He's got to, like, just absolutely laser and spray transfer from one to the other if he wants to pull this one off. But, you know, we're all behind him here. I mean, a lot of the chat want to see BIGETRON win. I kind of do as well, but I also want to see Senke do the impossible. Come on, Senke. He's got nothing but good vibes right now. Can he do it? Circle's closing in. Oh, he's got a smoke. He's the crucial smoke, which will give away his position. He's just got to hit this shot. Like, he's got to hit this shot. Nah. Look, 10 points for trying, but winner chicken dinner is going to go to the BIGETRON Red Aliens from Indonesia. They are your winners of game number 1. Well done for them. And hey, they were a duo for a while. It was not an easy chicken for them. They really made it happen, and they put the hard yards in. And they've got a bunch of kills as well to boot. 7 kills, 1,200 damage, a total of 22 points. If that's the overall rank, wow, we get to see the overall rank straight away. Don't you love these stats? Well done to Esports County. Thank you guys for putting all this together. It looks amazing. I'm gonna say I reckon CRYPTICS. I think CRYPTICS pipped them at the post on points wise, just based on the amount of kills that Senke had. Senke, I mean, he had a whole bunch, but well, Liquid's gonna need a neck massage after this one. Doing a bit of the carry there, getting 5 kills. The kill contribution sitting at 71.43%. 700 damage. He didn't assist anyone. It's a bit cheeky, but he didn't really get any kills either. But Zaxi had a kill. Ryzen had a kill. Where's Luxy at? I thought, geez, I can't remember the last time I didn't see Zaxi and Luxy in the same lobby. It's a new one. Highboy didn't. I think he went out a bit early in the game. So they lost 2 players within the first 3 minutes of the game. Still managed to get the chicken dinner. So great stuff there for BIGETRON, just making it happen. But CRYPTICS, look at the absolutely beastly number of kills and damage from CRYPTICS. It's our Moroccan team, hailing from North Africa. They got about 2,100 damage, 14 kills. NIGMA Galaxy as well, another one of the Middle Eastern teams. They've got some serious damage numbers, 1,800 damage for the boys from, and they hail from. They've got a couple of players. I'm just looking now from Iraq and Algeria over there in the Middle East. So in the head-to-head with CRYPTICS against BIGETRON, it was never going to be a fair fight. Almost double the damage. Damage received pretty even. Double the kills. Double the knockouts. Somehow even... Yeah, okay, it's because BIGETRON lost 2 players early on in the piece, so that's going to be a bit more survival time as well. Senke, of course, gets the MVP. I would have given it to him too. It's an absolute beast there with the Mini 14. I mean, that Mini 14 was going ham. It featured heavily in the kill feed on the left-hand side, and he had 2 kills, 1,000 damage. Like, by himself, he had more damage than most of these teams. Decent survival time, couple of assists, bit of healing. Well done to Senke from CRYPTICS. It was a really standout performance there. from that team. Great to see CRYPTICS in the mix. Definitely a team I quite enjoy watching play. Coming out of the MENA and SA region, which has shown itself to be quite a strong region. It's kind of looking like the Southeast Asia and the South Asia and the MENA show in Pmgc at the moment, and we love to see it. So the top players so far are going to be Senke from CRYPTICS, Liquid from BIGETRON, Freak from NIGMA Galaxy. I don't know how he gets up there. He didn't have a single kill, but look at his damage. He certainly hurts people. And Zassi from BC SWELL and Lazy Boy from CRYPTICS. So it looks like the damage is what's going to be putting these players on the board here. So thanks everyone for tuning in so far. We've still got 4 games to go. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get involved in the chat. Let us know who your favourite teams are. We've got the match rankings for game number 1 on Miramar. CRYPTICS did get more points than BIGETRON Red Aliens with a total of 26, and that's going to be the kill points that did it. BIGETRON with the chicken dinner getting a total of 22. XAVIER'S picking up 14 total points. NIGMA Galaxy pulling into 4th place there with 11, and it's the pack's getting pretty tight. You can see STALWART, ESPORTS and DEADEYES guys both going out early, but still managing to hold their own in the points because they were able to wipe a whole team. So next up we will be going to Erangel, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you're subscribed. Let me check out the chat before we go to the second page. A lot of love for CRYPTICS. Great stuff. Novaries. So these are the teams that need to pick up the pace a little bit over the next couple of games. Nova Esports only getting 3 points. Pmgc obviously losing the fight to DEADEYES guys at Power Grid at the start of the game. They got a kill, so it's 2 points for them. FAZE Clan, they kind of got caught off guard and taken out there by CRYPTICS. You can see the match summary. So Senke gets the highest kills and the highest damage. Marshall gets the longest distance kill by meters. That's going to be 287 meters. That's pretty good for Miramar. That's what we like to see. The most utilities used is going to be Rove. Now these are our support players. Rove get with the 15 utilities, Liquid with the 13, Lazy Boy getting 10, Senke getting 8, Freak getting 8. Longest distance traveled is going to be all from Damn Wrong Gaming, so they must have landed on the other side of the map and had a big rotation, which has probably affected them a bit, but we do see other teams make it work. In fact, we saw Damn Wrong Gaming land at Los Higos, remember? I'm pretty sure that was Damn Wrong Gaming going to Los Higos. I've never seen a team go there before. I haven't in a fair bit. I have before, but not in a minute. So these are like the total match stats. 8 headshots. That's I would have expected to see more than that. We had 139 utilities used, 15 revives on the field. 3 of the airdrops were looted. I'd really like to know how many airdrops there were. 3 out, like I'd like to see that as like a 3 out of 5 or 6 airdrops were looted. And a total of 5,000. So basically 56 players worth of players healed. That's how many med kits and boosts and bandages we used. And we had a total of 48 kills, which means a couple of them went down to the blue. This is a bit where my camera should work. Maybe it will. right, we are back. Trying to figure out. I can do. All right, let's go. All right, I can do the cam, but I'm just gonna have my background. I'm not gonna have the smooth background removal. So you have to see my messy room, but yeah, that's cool beans. I don't mind that at all. So we are just waiting now. Any minute now, we're going to kick off for game number 2. We're going to go to Erangel. It's going to be absolutely out of control, as always, here at Esports County in our pro scrims. And when we say pro, we mean pro, like global championship level pro. You've seen the teams that we have here tonight. And if you want to see more of that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well. I'm your host, Pmgc. You know where to find me. I'm all over the place. Don't worry about that. Let's see who everybody's been hyping up in the chat. Just kick my face out of here. Get some tunes back on. Seeing some. I can't read a lot of the conversation, unfortunately, because I only speak one language, which sucks. I wish I had like a translation chip. And see some love for STE. I never know in the chat if you're saying STE, if you mean 628 or Stalwart Esports. So let me know if it is Stalwart or 628 that you're repping. And you could rep both of them, you know. Just be like STE X2, you know, if you like both of them. But we are going to be kicking off game number 2 very shortly. We're just getting the teams in the lobby. We are fueling up the plane, making sure the engines are all right, making sure all our teams are ready to rumble. See some love in the chat. Lots of love in the chat for the BIGETRON, Red Aliens, Indo Pride. Great to see it. Great to see Indo so well represented in this Pmgc. Like, we got Genesis Dogma have been doing so well. And, you know, they're currently sitting in second place. Like, I want to see that from BIGETRON. And, you know, BIGETRON can do it. You know, they have what it takes. They've done it before. They could do it again. You know, they've just got to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Yeah, we got hashtag BTR win in the chat. Let's go. IQ NIGMA Galaxy up. Some love for NIGMA. I'm a big NIGMA fan. NIGMA really, like, I did not know who this team was until I watched the PMPL. And I was like, whoa, these guys don't miss. Like, they hit shots. So great to see them. Great to see them tonight. They went pretty hard out too. So next up, we are going to have Erangel on the menu. Then we're going to go to Miramar, and then we have Sanhok. What's the last map again? I can't remember that. So the Miramar, Erangel, Miramar, Sanhok. I'd say it's Erangel. Erangel's going to be the last map. Sanhok's going to be wild. It always is. You know, Sanhok's just crazy. Like, what are you going to do? It's brutal. It's wild. So stay tuned for the Sanhok, because we all love to see the pressure that puts these teams under and which ones come out on top. So I'm just checking the comments in the chat. Lots of BTR love. Who haven't we seen repped in the chat? Have we got some Team Secret fans out there? Let me know if you're a Team Secret fan. Let me know if you're a FAZE Up fan. Nova Esports, Tonki About, DRS, CRYPTICS, like where my CRYPTICS fans at, BC SWELL, the XAVIER'S, Damwon Gaming. Yeah, we got some CS power in the chat for CRYPTICS. Apparently people are being toxic. I'm not feeling it. All I'm seeing is love and positivity, baby. I don't know though, like I can't understand some of what you're saying, but if you are being toxic, tone it down a little. You know, this is all's fair in love and war. NGX up, but got a lot of love for NIGMA Galaxy. No DRS, all of them busy. Busy doing what? Like, what could you like if you're a team in Pmgc? What are you busy doing? Like, oh, sorry, I can't practice for the global championships. Like, I've got to clean my car. It's been like a month, and it's getting really dusty on the windshield. It's hard to see out of it when I drive to the eSports boot camp. Is that Santosh? Is that seriously? I've seen Nova Tencent video team. Is that what Nova eSports are called these days? Nova Tencent. Is it? It's Tencent allowed to have a team in their own game, like in their own tournament? I don't know. I mean, why? It's Tencent. Why not? But yeah, it's a little bit surprising. But I have seen that name around. Let me have a look at Nova. Like, is that what Nova eSports are called? I just want to check out their Wikipedia page. This company, it's owned by Imperium. All right. Apparently Imperium owns Nova eSports. Jeez, I didn't know he was that stacked. I knew he had a bit of coin stashed away, but geez, Imperium. Nova eSports. Imperium Group, Global Holdings. All right, let's get at it. Let's get my face out of here. We're at Smash 2, ladies and gentlemen, and we are on the OG map, Erangel. We've got our flight path. We've got our teams in the lobby. We've got our overall standings. Is that going to populate? Oh, I'd love to see that. And look, bog standard flight path. Nothing crazy here. It's straight down the guts of the center island, you know, just cruising along at a nice altitude above Gatka, you know, just to the north of Lipovka. It's not going to cause too many issues for teams. You know, it's not like one of those flight paths where it's sort of north or the south. You see 628 already out at their usual drop. We've got FAZE Clan heading up to the north. They like to contend that South Georgia Pole region with Stalwart Esports and... Well, not Stalwart. Oh, well, I've seen Stalwart Esports there. No, who do they go to South Georgia with, actually? Crazy. Stalwart Esports go to Novo Repnoye. I've seen them fighting in there before, but we got Nova heading towards Gatka. No surprises there. NIGMA Galaxy, of course, going to Pachinki. They're Pachinki. Big fans of Pachinki. Looks like BC SWELL are going to have a great time in... around the bridge. Are they going Military Island? I guess Infinity's not in the lobby. You know, when the cat's away, the BC SWELL goes to Military Base in the Sanhok Island. All right. But we got Tony K landing there. Looks like CRYPTICS are going. They're heading a little bit towards that cube side of the river. They're in midair. Come on, Tony. Get a knock. Got a long-range Uzi knock. You know you want to. Tony K is such a gangster name. Fight me. It's legit. But yeah, he's not able to get the knock onto CRYPTICS. He's landed here so he can secure a vehicle. Which is a great stand-up play. We've got DEADEYES guys in Sanhok. That's the thing with DEADEYES guys that I've seen in this tournament. Like, they've obviously got this, you know, they've got all the right ingredients. You know, they can take out a team like 628 on a hot drop. You know, I've seen them take out 4 rivals on a hot drop. They can fight, right? They've got it in their blood. They know how to take out teams. They know how to aim a gun, but it just doesn't seem to translate that well into, you know, the overall standings. Like they didn't make it well, they made it into the first Super Weekend. They didn't make it into the second one. And that's really put a lot of pressure on them. If they don't make it into the third Super Weekend, that's going to be them done and dusted. We've been seeing a bit of this lately, this kind of Stalwart Esports, Bigetron rivalry. Now, Stalwart Esports normally go Novo Rep Noye. Now, when they can't go Novo Rep Noye because the flight path doesn't allow them, they land Farm. Farm is Bigetron territory. They must know that Ryzen is in this area. Scry is in huge trouble right now if he didn't get picked up by Pika. They might even just run over Ryzen. Oh my God. Ryzen, you are so lucky to be alive right now. Like, they could have just run him over. But yeah, we've been seeing a bit of friction between Bigetron and Stalwart Esports around this farm area. Sometimes it's because Stalwart Esports will land in farm when the flight path restricts their ability to go to Novo Rep Noye. And other times we'll see them, like we saw the other night, Bigetron will gatekeep Stalwart because they know Stalwart is going to cross the bridge in the blue. Like, that's a classic Stalwart move. Stalwart Esports love crossing the bridge in like circle 3. They'll rotate into circle, or maybe like circle 2. They tend to wait quite a while, and they do that on purpose because they've had so many teams bridge camp them. They just said, look, let's just eat a bit of blue. Let's just smash the painkillers and the energy drinks, and we'll just boost our way through it. But yeah, it was a bit of a wake-up call for them the other day because Bigetron was waiting for them, just through that farm rotation. It was like a Gatka circle, and I think they managed to take out about 2 or 3 of their players on rotation. Like, Stalwart Esports have to be really careful about... Do they know? Are they scouting, or do they know there's a player here? Because this is... I feel like they're just... Yeah, they know. Like, they must know. But that's going to be first blood for top. High boy's got to hit the deck there. He's in a risky situation. Ever I saw one, and the hunt is on. The hunt is on. They are hunting. Stalwart. They're angry. This is angry. These are angry Mongolians on your screen right now. Yes, they are. They love it. They are angry. They are angry at Bigetron because Bigetron gang. They're not happy about it. Look at them go. They're hunting. They've taken a couple of knocks. So they're going to be careful with it. High boy could really make some. So it's a 1v1 against Pika. Look at Pika. He's just going for the runovers. Gets 1. Can he get 2? He's just going to run them all over. Oh, misses him. Who's the last one up? Is that going to be Ryzen? So, yeah, Pika getting the confirm there. Now, Ryzen's in... This is clutch town right now for Ryzen. Can he do it in a 1v4 situation? But forever monocked. If there is any time that he can make this happen, it's right now. It is right now, Ryzen. You need to... He gets Pika. Top is right there. This is do or die. And Top takes him down to like 1 HP. Top's going for the push. Top is going for the push. Has a bit of a bandy in the middle of the push. I don't know if bandy was the right move. Ooh, they're going mano a mano here. We've got another team has entered the mix. And Top just boom. Bam, 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 bam. Just takes out Ryzen. And it looks like Jimmy from Nova Esports. Nova Esports have rocked up. They've sniffed out a couple of free kills. And they've gone for a third party. And look, Nova Esports are just hunting. Nova Esports normally land Gatka. What are they doing this side of the map? Well, we've seen them land Farm before. This used to be their drop. But, yeah, that's... Well, Top's thinking about trying to pick up Pika. I mean, that's Stalwart Esports down to a solo player. They could be a duo if they get Pika, but... Oh, it's risky. It's risky. I don't know if I'd go for the revive with all of Nova Esports 10 Cent video team incorporated staring down the barrel with a Mini 14. Meanwhile, here at Shelter, we've got Xavier putting a hurt into Pmgc. Bao just having a bad time. Deadeye's guys in the mix as well. Xavier, oh, beautiful shots there with the M16. Frankie going for the switch star early. He can't get the triple, gets the squad wipe. It is domination for Frankie right now. Frankie going ham there onto Deadeye's guys. Deadeye's guys going out in 13th position after BIGETRON. What a play there from Frankie and Lamborghini. That, like Dix, that's the thing. Like, those guys, like, what are they doing? Like, I think they're a little bit too aggressive. Like, they need to just, like, maybe just back off the accelerator a little bit and just take it, you know, just drop maybe, like, go up a gear, you know, put it into, like, 5th gear or take it down a gear. I don't, like, just need to settle a little bit, because what I find is they just get too excited. They jump into these engagements, they hard commit to it. And these teams, like, you know, like Xavier, they can handle it. You know, they can handle that pressure. What they can't handle is a bolt-action sniper rifle from the likes of Bamboo from Pmgc. About a bit of a revenge shot there, but they should be able to get the revive. Bamboo, though, is he going to push in? Of course he is. Why wouldn't you? You're the last player left on your team. Just full send it. Just full send it, Bamboo. Like, that is not a full send. Yeah, the moment is gone, Bamboo. If you hit a tree in the middle of a full send, yeah, it's not going to end well for you. Look at Xavier. We are 10 minutes into the game. Xavier are already sitting on 8 kills. Animals. Now, this is a fight. So we've got Top here. I wonder if that was Top that was taking shots then onto Nova. Is Top trying to, like, 1v4 Nova? It doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Paraboy able to get him down slightly. Going for the nade, but Forrest has caught him, and that's what I was missing. I was like, there has to be another team here, because I did hear some shots, and it is going to be Damn Well Gaming. I wonder if Nova's going to push onto it, or it looks like they're going for a bit of a loot. Damn Well Gaming with a nice spread here up on the hilltop. They stole that kill. That was a good kill for them to take Top out. It's going to be Stalwart Esports out in 11th position, but, you know, Stalwart Esports, they always, like, even when they go out early, they always somehow collect a squad wipe and a kill. Like, they've always got like 4 or 5 kills. Really load that up. Meanwhile, in another episode of the Pachiki Bandits starring NIGMA Galaxy and 628, 33Z has fallen victim to 2328 from the Lord. Unfortunately, Daoshi spots him out in the Wizard Tower, and that's going to be NIGMA Galaxy out in 10th position. We've also got FaZe Clan in the mix as well at the compound. Looks like they're in close proximity. Looks like so MR5 is a solo as well. So what I was going to say is backline support is actually not backline support. It is not support at all. It is a third party that is going to be coming in from the likes of CRYPTICS with Senkai Marshall, Lazy Boy, just waiting in the wings, licking their chops, looking at third party this engagement here, as 628 are now sandwiched in between 3 teams. Now, MR5 is a solo, but that doesn't mean he can't cause a lot of damage. You can see in the kill feed, he's managed to get a nade onto one of the boys from 628, and you're most likely going to be seeing CRYPTICS in there as well in a minute. With 8 kills are currently in pitched battle right now and close quarter combat with Damn Wong Gaming. See a whole bunch of knocks over there at that Wizard Tower. We've got the split screen at the moment as well, so we can catch both of these fights at the same time. Huge thanks to production there. We've got a big nade going out, and that's Damn Wong Gaming taking out DX Avia. Now, MR5 has been an absolute pest here. Marshall goes down. That's a double knock on the side of CRYPTICS. 6 to 8, looking to take charge of this engagement. 33Z jumps out, goes for the trade. Chapo comes out on top, but gets done on the refrag by Sunan. Lazy Boy only on a skerrick of health here. Does pick up the first on a 33Z though. Senkei's going to have to get involved here, and you can see MR5 just cleaning up, but Kid with the AWM takes him straight out of lobby. That's going to be FaZe Clan going out in 7th position. Team Secret enter the mix as well, and now CRYPTICS is going to know how it feels to be the meat in this third-party sandwich. A couple of exploratory shots going out there from... I'm trying to... How do you... From 2KMX? Y2K. From Y2K. Had a bit of a moment there. And... yeah, you can see a lot of teams clustering up. It looks like BC SWELL are about to have a big bust up with Nova Esports up on the hillside. But Kid's going for the big push. I don't know. This is risky pushing in between two teams. Because Senkei spots him. Dayoshi immediately returns the favour from 6 to 8. So that's a Team Secret player getting knocked by a CRYPTICS player who then got knocked by 6 to 8. You can really see how messy this fight is going to be between these three teams over this compound. It's not looking good for CRYPTICS. I don't know how they're going to get out of this one. Eye shots. Oh, that nade. What a way to first somebody. I don't think the kids... Oh, this is a grenade. Okay. I think Justice getting a vehicle kill. Now, Team Secret going for the big push. Swing out to the left. They've got to watch the right. One gets knocked. He's able to get the double. Senkei is the double. Senkei's on fire. That was... if only they'd looked to the right there. And that is... I was talking to a mate today about fatal funnels. Like when you enter a room... Like even when you enter a segment of a room, there is a cone of danger that Team Secret forgot one of the sides of that cone. Hey, it's not 6 to 8's first rodeo. They know all about the cone of danger, and they you could see like Sunan checked one side, Dayoshi checked the other. They've played knifey spoony before. They've been through this warehouse, checked both of the corners. It's like crossing the road. Look left and right. Unfortunately, Team Secret, I don't know. Maybe they just don't have any roads near them, or they just cross it however they want. But they've lost a lot of players there. They were looking pretty dominant in that engagement. They had a full complement. Now they're just down to ice shots as a solo. 6 to 8, still strong as a duo. We're down to 4 teams. They've got Damron Gaming and BC SWELL. BC SWELL must have taken out Nova in that engagement. I did see them clashing up on the hillside. Damwong are in close proximity to two people. You can see Fabian. I think he was a bit premature on the drop shot there. He probably should have committed to the spray. He's gone for the hip fire. He's able to get it done. Justice though. Oh, Justice should keep. Yeah, Justice needs to keep pushing on this. Brilliant. He needs to keep going. He's going to be able to get the knock here. Justice is on fire right now. If he goes for the other P, he could take out Forrest. He's spraying through the car. I don't think he's going to be able to spray through that car. He's going to it first. And yeah, BC SWELL are just in charge right now. What is Juni doing? Like Juni needs to get in. Juni needs to get up here quick, smart. And Forrest is down on the ground. Juni's a little bit late to the party. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Clash of the century, which definitely did not happen at all. We're down to 3 teams. It's going to be BC SWELL 6 to 8, and Team Secret is a solo. I think BC SWELL might be able to take this one out, unless Ice Shots just clutches it up big time, which is a possibility. I mean, it's not a possibility, but he's got a bit of time to stop this 1v2, but Sunan just smashes in there, takes out Team Secret. They go out in third position, couple of kills on the board. It's looking pretty strong for BC Swell with the winner chicken dinner forecast just under the map. 63% cheat, just went down a little bit. I mean, I believe it's looking at the actual hit points as well. So once Skylar heals up, it's going to even up a little bit in the favour of BC Swell. But you can see it's kind of shifting around. We're seeing 6 to 8. I reckon 6 to 8 still have a strong chance of winning this one. Just based on the fact that they're absolute beasts and they took out the PL. And I'm surprised that, considering this is the team that won the Peacekeeper Elite League, the Chinese Pro League, we haven't seen, the kind of level of dominance that we're used to from Chinese teams. Are they holding it in the back pocket for the global finals? I mean, considering some of their placements, that's a really risky play. I mean, you'd think they'd pull a few cards out just to be safe, but it really does seem like either the games have changed or, the other players are just that good. They've just got them that good. Like, beautiful knock there from Justice. But I honestly think like everyone's really done their homework, and BC Swell certainly have. They take out game number 2, winner chicken dinner on Erangel, taking out 6-8 for the win. Good win there for BC Swell as well. I mean, look at that. 13 kills, 1,700 damage, 36 points. Big points for a win. How do you get 36 points? My maths. Oh, like 36 total points overall. I was like, how do you get 36 points out of one game? Tell me that's secret. We've only that's like dropping 21 kills. That's yeah, all right. So let's have a look at how they did it. Justice is a beast. You can check him out on YouTube. He goes pretty hard. He had 7 kills, 1,000 damage, basically, if you round it up. 53% kill contribution. Good stuff there. BCS Skylar had a couple of kills as well. If we look at the overall standings with regards to the damage graph, you can see BC Swell on top. Xavier, I mean, they went hard out in the early game, like 1,500 damage, pretty brutal early on. They got a bunch of squad wipes, and it really served them well. Stalwart Esport went out quite early, still managed to put on a decent spread of damage. But in the head-to-head, we've got big damage numbers coming out from both teams. 6-8 seem to have copped a fair bit more. 13 kills to 5. A couple more knockouts for Swell as well, and survival time on top. So they get 28 points out of that game. 6-8 only getting 17. So that's a huge difference between first and second. Like 28 points. That's like, you can't ask for more than that out of a game. Like double-digit kills and a chicken dinner. That's probably going to knock you up into first place or really push you up the leaderboards. So Justice getting MVP with all the kills and damage you could ask for. Only a little bit, not a lot of healing, considering how much effort he was putting into that. And survival time, 16 minutes. That was a pretty quick game. So good effort there from Justice. I've seen him play with Afino. He's pretty well known. You can check him out on YouTube. He's a great player. And the top players from this match were Justice. So this match, it's not the overall. MR5 definitely. He managed to clean up quite a few kills out of that push from CRYPTICS onto 6-8. Getting in there as well. And Frankie, of course. Frankie went hard. What was that engagement where Frankie just went in there and stole a whole bunch of kills? I'm trying to think. He really cashed his check there. So BC's well now getting 28 points out of that game at number 2. You can see Dan Wong picking up a few points. That's great from these teams. We haven't seen a whole lot of them in the tournament so far. CRYPTICS being very consistent. Team Secret as well. And BIGETRON, though, as the winners of game number 1, consistent is not the word I would use. Like, they get a chicken dinner and then they follow it up with I think they were the first team that went out. So I'd like to see a bit more. Like, I'd rather see them getting consistent top 3s than this kind of chicken dinner, last place kind of stuff. Because unless you're getting a chicken dinner every second game, it's not going to work. Bunch of kills there from the XAVIER'S. I mean, they only got 1 placement point, but they had a total of 9 points thanks to their 8 kills. I'll just check out the chat and see who you're all supporting. Of course, please. You can see we've got 1.3 thousand likes already on the video. Thanks everyone who's liked the video. I really appreciate you guys liking the video. Thank you so much. And thanks, of course, to everyone who subscribes to this channel. It is the place for pro PUBG Mobile esports. So get in there, hit those buttons, get involved. You won't regret it. STALWART Esports going out pretty early as well, but getting a bunch. They kind of get these kill points that tick them over. NIGMA Galaxy as well, getting a couple of kills. Tongji Bao, 4 Rivals, BIGETRON and DEADEYES guys just didn't get a good start out of this game. Like it, they really need to show up in the next couple of games. But this is just practice, but it is also quite telling. Like Tongji Bao has, in my opinion, been a team that has been underperforming considering, what we could expect from them. The match summary. So Justice getting the highest kills, highest damage. Lamborghini with a 277 meter kill. That's a huge distance number. And Sunan with the most utilities, and Dayoshi. And Justice getting the longest distance traveled. So where did BC SWELL land? They landed at the bridge. They kind of landed near Ferry Pier at the bridge. And yeah, that's interesting. And they went and looted military base. That's why they went and looted Infinity Spot, because they weren't playing, of course. So we had only 4 headshots. I can't believe there was only 4 headshots in that game. Like, it is difficult to believe. 14 revives, 80 throwables, only 1 airdrop. I think that was an orm. I believe one of the players had an orm. I did hear an orm during the game. And 52 total kills. I'd like to see what these are like. If these are like 52, I'd like to see like how many players were in the lobby, or even if you had like 52 kills and then like how many people went out to play zone. I'd love to see the play zone stats on Sanhok. That would be hilarious. Senkai, he's the overall MVP. I was going to say Senkai is the overall MVP. Still holding it down for CRYPTICS with a total of 9 kills, 1400 damage. So CRYPTICS definitely doing great things here tonight. And in the Pmgc. And the overall leaders. So we've got Senkai up there. We've got Fruit from NIGMA Galaxy, Justice, Lamborghini, Eyeshots, MR5. Look at this amazing lineup of players. Lazy Boy, Frankie, you've got Sussy in there, and Lord. They're all just going ham with the damage numbers. Freak's only got 2 kills though, and he's in a number 2 spot. Like, I don't know if damage is really the best yardstick. Imagine if he had like, the most damage but no kills. Like, I don't know. You don't get points for damage. So the overall rankings, we're doing it in reverse this time. So STALWART Esports have dropped a couple of rankings. Only got 10 points, as have Nova. FaZe Clan have dropped, as well as have DEADEYES guys have dropped quite significantly. And Tongji Bao, 4 rivals have remained in the same place, in last place. So it hasn't been a great night for them. May have to mix things up. We'll chuck on some tunes. And BC Swell jump into first place, which they are tied for with CRYPTICS. Obviously, the chicken dinner is going to be the tiebreaker. XAVIER'S, they have, without a chicken dinner as well as CRYPTICS, they're in the top 3 today in 3rd position with 23 points. Big jump from 3rd to 2nd, but you know, anything could happen over the next couple of days. BIGETRON shifting down a little bit into 4th position. Like I said, I don't like seeing them go like chicken dinner last place. I really want to see a bit more top 5 consistency from BIGETRON Red Aliens. 7 kills as well, probably not enough. Team Secret are holding it down in the top 5. 6 to 8 have shifted up quite a bit, moving up 7 places in one game. There's only 2 games, so you will sort of see that behaviour. But great effort there, and Damwon Gaming moving up as well. NIGMA Galaxy moving down a bit. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. This is Ganksy. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys after the break for game number 3. Going back to Miramar, baby. We are back. Cam off. We check out some of your comments in the chat. We've got some love for BIGETRON. Someone reckons you're going to get a chicken on Miramar. Let's go BIGETRON. Hopefully they can. Although, like I said, someone's got a... We do have Miramar up as our next map. But BIGETRON have taken out game number 1. BC SWELL taking out game number 2. Again, CRYPTICS going crazy. They are. They've been going off tonight, and they've been going off the whole tournament. I reckon CRYPTICS have a chance. Like, don't sleep on CRYPTICS. Like, CRYPTICS is a team I could totally see in the global finals. I've got my eye on them. Let me know in the chat who you think, is one of the teams that's currently not in the top 9 in the overall standings that you reckon will make it into the global finals, because it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Like, we've got 2 more weekdays. That is going to decide who is going to go into the penultimate Super Weekend, which is going to decide who's going to go into the finals and then who's going to go to the global finals. Like, we've still got a bit to go, and yeah, it's not all said and done yet. Now, that's pretty much exactly the same flight path we had before. I don't see what's different. Maybe it's shifted to the south. We can see Damwon going to Los Egos. Have we got a team that is going to land on CRYPTICS? Is that NIGMA Galaxy? NIGMA Galaxy normally goes up to Pozo, I believe, or they go to Monte Nuevo. I think NIGMA's landing pretty close to CRYPTICS. Are they gonna have a crack at the title? Do they want to go for a hot drop? We know that NIGMA Galaxy is a hot drop team. They like a good hot drop, and I've seen them. They do go to Pozo because I've seen them win fights in Pozo. They could be going for vehicles, but a bit risky going for vehicles that close to Valdemar when you know a team like CRYPTICS lands there. You can see Senkei's landing a little bit far from his team. BIGETRON have gone for Chuma. BC SWELL are going to hold it down in Los Leones. We have our first circle, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be centered on water treatment, quite a ways from the flight path and very north on the map. We love our water treatment final circles, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? We know when it goes to that compound just across the road from water treatment that a team like STALWART ESPORTS is going to hold station there and absolutely clean up in the kill count. We can only hope. But right now we are looking for hot drops. We've got Tongji Bao, I believe, in proximity to a team up in El Azahar. I'm trying to see who that is. It might be... I'm not sure who that player is up there. It looks like a solo who's separated from the rest of the team. But we can see Team Secret. They do tend to land quite north on the map. This is a great circle for Team Secret. We've got the live rankings as well up on the right hand side of your screen. Huge shout out to the production team for Esports County. If you love the level of production that you see on this channel, please hit the like button and let the team know in the chat. Tag that Esports County account and let them know that you're a fan. Skylar, takes the knee to Rabiz from XAVIER'S. UMP does the business. We can also see MR5 in the chat with action. Tony K getting to confirm with the DBS. That's I want to check out this FAZE v Stalwart fight. Looks like it was a bit of a drive-by situation from FAZE as they make their way into Picardo. Picardo is the home of the FAZE clan on Miramar. Skylar getting confirmed there by Rabiz. So that was also an opportunistic kill. Just catching a player out of position. Rabiz has got to be careful about looting this though, because this is like we always see BC Swell up on these hillsides, and they looks like they loot around here too. They are going to be in revenge mode right now. You can see Tomatoes up on the hilltop, and we've also got Zassi waiting in the wings, see if he can catch an angle. Rabiz is just is giving major angles to Tomatoes up there on the hillside. He's got to be careful. We could be seeing Rabiz in the kill feed very soon. It looks like Stalwart Esports have managed to... Mate, I called it. There you go. Tomato takes out Zabiz. Zassi gets up to confirm. I called it. It's when I do the caster's curse, it's a different kind of curse. But I'm interested to know. So Stalwart Esports, they go San Martin. I kind of wish I could have seen where they got. I think it was Action and Scry going down too from Manhand from Tongchi Bao. Instantly confirmed. Didn't even take his finger off the trigger. So that's that must have been the player, because I thought it might have been Stalwart Esports, because I saw a player. Remember I said there was a player in Al Azhar, and I was trying to figure out who they were and what they were doing. They were quite separated, and it was Scry from Stalwart Esports. So that's Stalwart Esports down to a duo in the early game. Not looking good for them. Meanwhile, once again, of course, wouldn't you believe it, he's going to be Deadeye's guys and 628 starring in a telenovela, Season 4, Episode 10. They're at it again. Who will win this time? I don't know, but we shall see. And it's not even like they hot drop and fight in a city or a compound. It's like this kind of general vicinity. You know, it could be the actual power grid itself. It could be the hills to the south. Now we're at the hills to the north. It's this one could be a nail biter. I don't know what's going to happen here. It looks like Pika goes down a 4 rifles. Basically Stalwart Esports to 3 different teams so far, and now I'm trying to figure out who the last player is going to get taken out by. It's not looking good for Stalwart Esports. Maybe they get a chicken dinner, I don't know. But meanwhile, it looks like Deadeye's guys are on the front foot in this engagement with 628. They've certainly opened the door, and that's going to be the confirm onto 33Z. That's 628 down to 3 players. Deadeye's guys, I believe, are 4-man strong. Yes, they are fielding a full complement of players. This is where Deadeye's guys shine in these early game messy engagements. They love it. Look at them getting angles, going for the push. They really should have put a lot more pressure onto Yu Yang. Yu Yang getting the double knock there. I mean, Yu Yang, we know he's a bit of a clutch up. Oh, this is all over Red Rover for Deadeye's guys. Yu Yang. Oh, on top gets a knock. So that's Yu Yang sending him down range, and you can see he's dialed right into on top. I don't think on top realizes the kind of optical magnification that Yu Yang's able to sport right now. Oh, he's hitting the ridge. Oh, you hate to see it. Imagine that, having that level of accuracy into a ridge. Like, that is unfortunate. I mean, it was right on his head, but unfortunately for him, you can't shoot through a ridge. But on top, still in it. Dayoshi goes down. AKM, mid-range, not bad. It's now 1v1. Yu Yang V on top. Deadeye's guys. Ooh. Big trade there. Shots fired either side. And Yu Yang better have a heal because on top's already back up to 75. Yu Yang only has bandies and painkillers. Is he going to peak here? Oh, it's risky. We've also got FaZe Clan in the mix. The entire gang's arrived. That's bad for on top. They're going to have all kinds of angles on him. But they know where he is. Ooh, yeah, that's Deadeye's guys eliminated in 14th position. Like, they just go out too early. That's the problem with Deadeye's guys. Meanwhile, 4 rivals just getting creamed by Nova Esports. Hongji Bao taking a few pecks from range. And yeah, that was unfortunate gameplay for 4 rivals going out early. They haven't had a good night tonight. They have not, they're gonna have to really pull one out of the bag in Sanhok, get a big double-digit chicken dinner to try and like get them out of this hole that they're stuck in. We've got top in the vicinity as well. We'll keep an eye on top. Top's the last remaining player of Stalwart Esports. Stalwart Esports have not had a good time in this game. They have lost so many players to so many teams. Everyone's had a bit of a crack. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And now top is taking on FaZe Clan. Oh, top. Oh, he's not long for this world, and down he goes. Hate to see it. And that is going to be top going out with Stalwart Esports in 12th position and only 1 kill. They still managed to get a kill, but only 1 is probably not going to be enough. And not a great night for Stalwart. Going out early 2 games in a row. And it's not great. So as we check out the map, it's shifted. It's still looking. Still could go to water treatment. Yu Yang clutch mode again. Can he get the double? No. Gets picked up by Corpie from the side. Unfortunately, not able to get the clutch. Rayouf though. Rayouf, the dirty dog, he's down on the ground. He's got the 4XM. 4 goes to the big prone spray. Gets a knock, goes to the tap. Couple of hit markers there. FaZe Clan a little bit too tight in that situation. They've got to be careful. If somebody had an angle at them from a different perspective, that could have been all she wrote. In the Galaxy going for the rotate in. Going for the full send. Why not? See Freak putting a bit of pressure from the sidelines as Rayouf heads up the guts. He's going to have to push, and it looks like Lord and Hamady are going for side angles as well on this engagement. They might be pulling up. On that high ground near the power grid compound itself. And that's going to allow them to just absolutely surround you. You can see Hamady able to get a knock onto Corpie. They're now putting pressure on all angles here. Ventores is just trying as hard as he can to relieve some of it, putting some nades out there. Just trying to get a knock. I mean, that's all you can do in that situation is just try and get one of these close range knocks onto the player like Roof who's pushing up, and then work off that. You can see they've all grouped up. They're going to iron fist it. Lord goes to that nade hits. That nade is what it is. Clutch nade there from Ventores. Great defense. That could really mix things up. Freak though. Oh, Hamady getting a brilliant nade. But we've got double knocks now onto the side of NIGMA Galaxy, so it's not looking good for them. I think Ventores is still on his feet. He is. Freak's going to have to pull up. Freak is just going to make something happen here. Freak is just like Yes, that was a good trade. That was a bloody good trade right there. That was perfect. He traded in. He went knock for knock, but that is exactly what he had to do. If they don't know where Raouf is, Raouf could win this engagement. That's a really smart play if they're able to pull it off. Quite risky though. I mean, I thought they still had a player up, but leaving Raouf as the sole remaining player, and they're in the middle of a revive. I don't know. It's starting to look they've got the revive. They've had a bit of a reset. Ventura's is like going to be mid first aid kit right now. He's going to be back up to 75 very shortly. That nade didn't connect. Oh, I don't know. I think he probably should have gone. Yeah, Freak probably should have gone for the reset rather than the push. I don't think the push was the move, because if Raouf was like right there, able to clean it up, yeah, all right, I get it. Maybe then it would have been okay. But this is just disastrous. Like it's just gone pear shaped for NIGMA Galaxy. NIGMA Galaxy now going out in 9th place, and yeah, they were in charge of that engagement. They were really there by 3. Knocked it. Beautiful knockdown. Getting double. Sassy quite low. Always getting a bit of a high ground on him. Ah, man, beginning. Stop it. Stop it. That was beautiful. It was that him, or did somebody else have an angle there? I don't know if he got the altitude required to pull that one off, but it kind of looked like almost caught out by High Boy. Ryzen will go down to King though. King, good to see King back on the field. King is one of the more heavy hitting CQC players in the wider Nova Esports roster. And it's great to see him back on the field, because in these kind of close quarter combat situations, King really brings something to the table. I mean, obviously Paraboy, Jimmy, absolute laser beams at range. But yeah, it's great to see King. He really complements Order quite well in these close quarter situations. I like what Highboy's doing. He's recognised Order getting taken out by a nade from Zuxi. Now King is going to have to really touch it up. He does get one. Is he going to be able... Whoa, how did he get around that corner? Will Highboy spot him out? He does. Jimmy's going to have to come and back him up right now. Highboy able to get the confirm though. He's going mano a mano with Jimmy. Jimmy comes up. He's a little bit too quick for him. Jimmy is knocked. Jimmy will go for to confirm. Zuxi's getting the reset, picking up Liquid. That's going to be able to take Bigetron back up to a duo. We've also got Team Secret in the mix. They are nearby. I'm not sure if they're going to commit to a third party or if they're going to look for position in the zone. But Jimmy grabs a knock. Look at the comfortability here he has moving around the terrain. It's that nade's a little bit close. Zuxi might be able to go for a revive too. Jimmy is the last player for Nova. Nova losing the rest of their players earlier on in this skirmish. He's all low. Oh my god, Jimmy, you're a god. What the hell? Jimmy, how the hell did you do that? Jimmy, what are you doing? What are you doing, Jimmy? That's nasty. Bigetron go out in 6th position. Jimmy's on fire right now, holding it down for Nova Esports in the 1v2 up against Bigetron. That was nuts. He was on like 0 HP, and he's just pulled off the double. UMP is a beast of a gun. You'd love to see it. Look at this, Frankie. He's landed the headshot. He's got the smoking recording sec too. We're down to 5 teams. And it looks like Circle has shifted a little bit away from the water treatment area. We've got Gamwon Gaming in close proximity to Team Secret. Shots goes down to Fabian. They've got to be concerned about the XAVIER waiting in the wings as well. I mean, that is brutal shots there from Fredo. Chapo picking up a knock and confirm onto Junie. Damwon Gaming circling the frame here. Team push in on one side. CRYPTICS push in on the other. Who's going to get all these kills? It's looking like Damwon Gaming's going to pick up some as Team Secret go out in 5th position. But, you know, out of the frying pan into the CRYPTICS. Marshall comes around the corner. Does take a slight bit of damage, but he's juggling it. Sung able to get the knock. Sung comes back around, picks up Senkai. Can he clutch it? He's on for a roll, but Lazy Boy didn't miss those shots, and he didn't have the HP. So unfortunately, Damwon Gaming go out in 4th position. That was a good effort from them, though. They did manage. Well, they got a couple of knocks there. They managed to get some confirms. Would have been a few more kills. We're down to 3 teams. We've got CRYPTICS. We've got Jimmy. We got Jimmy from Nova Esports. 8 kills on the board for Nova, and Jimmy's sitting on 4 of them. 2 of them was Bigetron. That was a beautiful 1v2. I'm gonna have to rewatch that 1v2, clip it for the lads, because that was an incredible piece of gameplay. We've also got Frankie as the solo, as our resident solo. Oh, we've got 2 solos, so it's a 1v1v4. CRYPTICS are looking pretty strong here. Frankie doesn't agree with me. Frankie thinks I'm talking too early. Frankie reckons he can take it by himself. Show us what you can do, Frankie. Prove us wrong. Make us eat our hats. Go for the full send. Why not? They're in the middle of the revive. There's no time like the present. Although that nade could... Boom! Frankie's got the double. It's now 1v2v1. We've still got Jimmy in the mix. Frankie's going off. This is anyone's game, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over yet. CRYPTICS looked like they had it. Frankie said no. Jimmy's still here. We don't know what's going to happen. We haven't seen the Jimmy effect yet. Senkei's down to half HP. Lazy Boy goes for a peek. Frankie did not take enough damage there. Frankie could easily win a trade with Senkei right now. If he gets one bullet, he may even hit. Lazy Boy and Senkei hit him at the same time. This is Jimmy's time to shine. If Jimmy's able to get into this right now, and both of them are knocked, it's one. So Chapo's been bursted. Jimmy is going for an airdrop. Jimmy, I don't know if you're watching the kill feed, but what part of one player knocking 2 players and a whole lot of gunfire made you think, gee, this is a good time to get some level 3 armor and an AWM or whatever's in that, or a Grozer? He's got a Grozer out of the drop. I don't know. Jimmy is probably, but maybe the yeah. Let's see what the Grozer can do up against CRYPTICS. I will say, I saw Jimmy the other day out a barrel and a 4X, and my God, I didn't know you could do that with a barrel and a 4X. All right. So now it's a 1v2. It's a 1v2. He's got the Grozer. They know. Don't get close. Marshall's not listening. Maybe range might be the option here. Grozer doesn't do a lot of damage at range. Oh, he doesn't have the best cover. Oh, how did he dodge that? That was some Keanu Reeves right there. Marshall, if you pay, dialed in. Also got Senkei on the other side. Jimmy's just tapping. If Jimmy gets just claps one of their heads. Oh, he's tagged up. Oh, Marshall's using the mini. I like that. That's smart. If anything's going to take him out, it's going to be a mini 14. Love the dual cam, by the way. Huge shout out to the Esports County production team. This looks fantastic. Jimmy's in the buggy. Jimmy's going to go for the divide and conquer strategy with the Grozer. He's pushing up onto Senkei. This is... Oh, and Marshall's going for the revive. Senkei's got a nade. He's cooking it up. It's game, set, and match for Senke and the boys from CRYPTICS. Winner, chicken dinner. Let's go on Miramar. I think that nade took him down. Jeez, did you watch that enforce, bro? I just watched it on the screen. That was nasty. That was all headshots from Senke. That was just all headshots. I don't think that someone in the chat's like CRYPTICS are nervous. I don't know, man. That didn't look nervous to me. That looked pretty smooth. So they had 8 kills, 1100 damage. They got a total of 59 points. I think they might be sitting. They are sitting in the number 1 spot. Great to see it from the team from Morocco. Yeah, big numbers there from Lazy Boy, Chapo, Senke, and Marshall. Huge team effort. I think Marshall went out a bit early, but he did a little bit of damage, had a bit of survival time and an assist. Senke and Chapo, they went hard out. Look, they got the same kill contribution. Senke looks like Senke may have stolen a kill from Lazy Boy there, so we'll keep an eye on that. The damage doesn't line up with the kills. But yeah, huge damage numbers. You can see Nova getting the same amount of kills, even more damage. FAZE putting some huge kills on the board with also 8 kills. So we had 3 teams with 8 kills. XAVIER, they were getting into it as well. They had some big damage numbers and a bunch of kills as well. Team Secret also being very consistent. We've seen a lot of consistency from these teams, but let's check out the head-to-head between CRYPTICS and Nova Esports. We've got damage numbers pretty high on both sides. Damage received is pretty even as well. Same amount of kills. Nova had a lot of knockouts. They weren't able to convert those knockouts into kills, but the damage was dealt. And they had a little bit average survival time. Obviously, they had that big fight with BIGETRON. Jimmy came out on top, but I think if King and Order had come out of that fight, that probably would have been Nova's game. It was just a bit of a disconnect there with Jimmy. Jimmy was a little bit separated. He did come in for the clutch, but yeah, it was a little too late for Order and King. But the MVP of the match is going to be Jimmy. Yep, I'll pay that. Jimmy's definitely the MVP of that match. I 100% totally agree. 4 kills, 850 damage, 21 minutes survival time. Bit of healing as well. I mean, that 1v2, if you missed the 1v2 after the stream, scroll back and check it out. It was a fantastic little 1v2 there. Onto boys from BIGETRON. We had Frankie as well. Frankie's been pretty standout performer tonight. Lazy, of course, the CRYPTICS crew, Lazy Boy, Chapo, Senke were phenomenal as well. So it was a great game. And don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you stick around. We do have Sanhok up next. You see the match rankings. CRYPTICS with a big win, 23 points. Nova, pretty comfortable as well, 20 points there. That's going to help him out in the overall scheme of things. The XAVIER'S picking up 15 points. FAZE up, getting a bunch of kills. I mean, they didn't get many placement points, but he needs placement points when he's got 8 kills. And that puts him neck and neck with Team Secret and Damwon Gaming, who were more heavily relying on the placement points. BIGETRON, unfortunately, this is the kind of inconsistency I've been talking about with BIGETRON. They're just not, they can get a chicken dinner, but they're just not backing it up game after game after game. It's not there. Stalwart, I'll give Stalwart a pass because, we know what Stalwart are capable of. They probably could be a little bit more consistent as well in the main leagues, but yeah, they just haven't really been there tonight. 4 rivals as well have not, I haven't really seen a lot of this team. I've seen them going out early. NIGMA Galaxy is surprising to see, them go out early. They've been doing pretty well so far tonight. So we can see our highest kills, highest damage, longest distance shots, 300 meters from Senke, so that's the longest distance we've had. And Forest, 1400 meters, that's huge, 14 Ks. I mean, it's only in a game. It's not like he actually drove 14K. 14K isn't even that far, to be honest, but yeah, in Miramar it is. Down the road. fair, but that's Dan Wong landing at Los Higos, and I feel like this is Dan Wong trying something different, and I don't know if it's working. Like, I don't know if that's what Dan Wong needs to change. Like, I don't know if it's a drop spot thing that's going on with Dan Wong gaming. I don't know what it is, but they did really well in the scrims, like in the really early scrims I was watching before, but yeah, seem to have fallen off a bit. Not able to keep up with these teams. I mean, it's just been crazy, the level of gameplay that's been coming out of the South Asia region, the MENA region, and of course the Southeast Asia region is back on top. And I can see some Deadeyes guys, the real soldiers, Stalwart Esports in the chat. We got some love for Nova Esports in the chat. Somebody said something about me. I don't know what it is. I kind of want to translate it. I kind of don't. I'm just going to assume it's a compliment. Thank you very much. Somebody's calling somebody a noob. Wait, how can you call these players noobs? Like, are you serious? This is the global championships. Like, you need to go to an optometrist. The overall MVP is still Senkai. Let's go. There's always going to be haters. I mean, you know, if that's how you roll, enjoy. But we got more love for Nova. I'm just scrolling up the chat. Thanks for all your messages, of course. We're almost at 2K likes. If we can hit 2K likes before we jump into Sanhok, I really appreciate it, everyone. So hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe as well to the Esports County if you want to see more high-level Pmgc gameplay from these teams. Got some more love for BIGETRON, some CRYPTICS love. We got someone with the CRYPTICS logo as their profile pic. Let's go. You're a super fan. Love your work. We've got the overall kill leaders now, or the damage leaders as it is. So Senkai is still sitting on top, 12 kills, pulling away from the pack. Frankie and Lazy Boy hot on his heels. We've got Freak in there, still with his two kills. Freak still with his 2 kills and his 1400 damage. Come on, Freak, confirm the kills. MR5, he's up there, Lamborghini, Justice, Jimmy, Sussy, and Aisha. I shot with only 1 kill, joining Freak in the low kill count, high damage party. Did he 1v4? Was that a 1v4? Did I miss that it was a 1v4? So we look at the overall ranking now. As you can see, Stalwart, Deadeyes guys, Tongji about 4 rivals, not doing super well tonight. NIGMA Galaxy have dropped down a little bit as well. FAZE Clan starting to make a bit of upward movement, jumping 2 places with a total of 18 kills. Yeah, it's been a disappointing night for NIGMA and Stalwart. They haven't played at their usual standard. I'm not sure what that is. It does seem like 4 rivals as well, just not really making it happen. But CRYPTICS have been so consistent. They've been like top 3 or top 5 every single game. They've got the chicken dinner now to back it up. They've got the kills, they've got the placement points. They've got a 20-point lead over BC Swell. This is CRYPTICS. Night to shine. Well done to them. Great to see them doing well here. BC Swell knocked off that top position. They're now in second. XAVIER'S are only 1 point behind them. Very close. Team Secret are catching up. They've shifted up. Nova Esports has had a big shift. 5 teams they've jumped in front of there, and they're not too far off that top 3. Only 1 game, you know, could shift everything around again. BIGETRON have jumped down a little bit. I mean, like I've said, they had that initial chicken dinner, but apart from that, they just haven't been consistent. Like that's, I feel like a broken record. But it's just, I don't know. I mean, we'll get. Yeah. What do you say? Gambon Gaming. We've been been doing well tonight, but they could be doing weller. 6-8, they've had a couple of bad games, and it shows. Like they did lose out to Deadeye's guys in game number 1. They took out Deadeye's guys in game number 2, but then FAZE got involved, and yeah, so it's just a bit messy them fighting around that power grid area. Considering that we've had 2 Miramars, it shows for Deadeye's guys in 6-8 fighting around that area is not paying them any dividends whatsoever. I don't know if you see it in the league play, in the Pmgc, but we'll chuck on the cam. But up everyone, and of course, hope you've been enjoying the stream so far. If you have, please hit that like button. We are at 2k likes. Gee, that was quick. I just blinked. I blinked and we hit 2k likes. So thanks everybody for that. I really appreciate it. You guys are absolute bloody legends. Well done to you. Give yourselves a good pat on the back. I will catch you guys after the break for game number 3. We are going to Sanhok. Back with everybody. So Sanhok is next on the menu. Let me know in the chat who you think is going to take out Sanhok, the jungle map, the sweatiest of the sweaty. We know that STALWART ESPORTS drop in bootcamp. Will we see some bootcamp hot drop action tonight? Fingers crossed. I kind of want to see 628 and Deadeye's guys go to boot camp. I mean, I don't really want to see all these teams go to boot camp. Let me know in the chat who you want to see go to boot camp. See if you're right. check out some of your comments. We've seen a lot of love for Stalwart Esports from Mongolia. I will admit it, I am a Stalwart Esports fan. That's my team. I love them. Big fan of the boys from Mongolia. STE from Indonesia. Lol lol lol. Very funny. People are just saying the teams are from like the wrong countries. It's great. They're all from Australia actually. Like Stalwart Esports are from Sydney and Nova Esports are from Melbourne. I'm pretty sure that CRYPTICS are from Adelaide. Here's some love for Team Secret in the chat. A lot of BIGETRON fans. A lot of people saying BIGETRON are from Malaysia. Stop it. Everyone's from Malaysia. Jimmy and King are from Taiwan. That is correct. That is true. That is 100% true. They are from Taiwan. That is, I saw that on Wikipedia. Background music OP. Loving you. And thanks everyone. We're up to 2.1k likes. You guys are legends. Keep hitting that like button. It really does help out the channel and it shows your appreciation for esports county and we all appreciate you. And we show that appreciation by chucking on these dope scrims with the sweatiest teams you could possibly imagine as they practice for the PUBG Mobile Global Championships. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and in addition to that, if you're already subscribed, if you've already got the notification bell on all, then of course go down below. If you click on the show more in the description, you can see that there's a Discord link, there's an Instagram link, there's Facebook, Twitter, and you can check out the Discord server. These guys do run other types of scrims and other tournaments, and you can see all of their content and updates on Instagram and on Twitter as well. We're just waiting to get all these teams involved in Sanhok, just checking out the plane, making sure everything is all G. Team Secret's now from Brazil. Makes sense. I always knew they were from Brazil. A1 is from Bangladesh. A1 is from Bangladesh. I'm pretty sure A1 is from Bangladesh. STE's Stalwart Esports are now from Japan. Buddy, stop it. guys are animals. Nova OP. A1 aren't even playing, but it is good to... I like the A1 Esports guys. They're a great team. It's good to see some support for them in the chat. We got some love for DEADEYES guys as well. Yeah, that was a 1v4. That was a 1v4 that Jimmy got onto BIGETRON. Is that what you guys are saying? I saw the 1v2. Oh man, I want to rewatch that. I want to scroll back. That's what I love about YouTube. You can scroll back. I want to check out that 1v4 and watch it again. Alright. Don't do that. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it while I'm waiting. I'll watch it later. Yeah, that would be a pretty hectic 1v4. I remember Ryzen got a 1v4 in World League on Vikendi against Orange Rock, and he had the MP5. That was one of the best 1v4s I've ever seen. Is the caster from England? Yeah, I'm from England, straight up. I'm English as, bro. I like drinking tea and scones and all that English stuff. Can anyone in the chat guess which country I'm from based on my accent? I'll give you a prize if you can tell where I'm from. It's not obvious. It's a very difficult accent to pick. Whereabouts in England, mate? I'm from London. I'm not English. Why do you think I'm English? I'm like the opposite of English. Someone's saying Africa, close. You've got the right hemisphere. You've got the right side of the planet. UK. I'm not from the UK. Think of what's the antipodes? What's the antipodes of the UK? Uganda. Very close, but you're in the right hemisphere, but you're on the wrong side of it. Go a little to the right or the left. A while. Uganda, Irish. Australia. Got it. This guy got it. SWAT goes PUBG Mobile. Got it. I'm Australian. I must be Irish. I'm not Irish. I am Scottish. That's my heritage. I do have a Scottish background. But you would not be able to tell I'm Scottish. South Africa. South Africa is definitely an option. I'm glad. You know what, chat? I'm really glad nobody said America. No hate on the Yanks, but thank you so much for not saying America. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. We had Uganda, we had South Africa, we had the UK and Ireland. We got Zimbabwe. Someone said Amazon River. Yeah, it's Aussie. I am an Aussie. I don't know if you can tell. We'll get the Pmgc one day, baby. We'll take the crown. We'll take the title. Antarctica's, but Australia owns about half of Antarctica. But we are going to jump out of the cold and into the fire as we look at Sanhok. And oh my lord, check out boot camp. That's a lot of colours. We've also got Nova Esports. We have got screw boot camp. I want to see Painan. Please, spectate Painan right now. We've got BIGETRON and Nova Esports. It's the 4v4 we've all been waiting for. The rematch. Jimmy's got the double knock already. Jimmy's like, stand back, boys. Watch this. Watch me do it again. I've already got one kill. Oh, this is brilliant. Pull up a chair, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you got a cold beverage. King down to 1 HP. The follow-up nade doesn't connect. Nova Esports 4 on the ground. BIGETRON losing 2 early on. Jimmy getting 1. Not sure who got the other one, but they really going to have to pull something out of the bag here if they want to take on Nova Esports in their drop spot in Nova Esports country. I ignore boot camp. I don't want to see boot camp. I want to see this fight here. We got Ryzen and Highboy left. They are absolutely packing it right now. We do have FAZE, so we do have FAZE Clan and Stalwart in boot camp. We've seen FAZE and Stalwart in boot camp before. Yeah, get it out of here. Let's right. No, Ryzen's prone, trying to see if he can get a sneaky little knock to maybe even things up. We've also got this engagement with the XAVIER'S and BC SWELL. But what we all want to see this BIGETRON Nova Esports fight. Lamborghini's just a grub. This is so dirty. Stop it. He's probably going to get Skylar here. He's got the UMP. Prone for UMP. Could you not think of anything worse? That's how I die in classic matches. Oh, Tomato does what we all wish we could do in every classic match against that snake and takes out Lamborghini. Now, Nova Esports have pulled the trigger on Operation Get Rid of Ryzen. And Ryzen's clutch tank is running a bit low on juice. We've got NIGMA Galaxy waiting in the wings. NIGMA Galaxy need to back right out of this. Don't get involved. Let these two teams battle it out. So Highboy now looking at a 1v4 situation up against Nova Esports. Jimmy takes a knee. Raouf has broken the rules. Raouf is involved. NIGMA Galaxy getting knocked out. Highboy's going to pick up 1. Can he pick up 2? No. King able to get him out there. Did he go for the first though? Oh, these teams are playing dirty. They are angry. He's got the first onto order. It's now just King and Paraboy remaining for Nova Esports. Paraboy on the roof. Rah. Did Paraboy just do that? Like, I don't like, is he able to make that thing talk? Ugh. Paraboy's only got an AK and a Vector. These are not kind of the guns that you'd normally see Paraboy do well with. He's quite well known for his M4 and obviously the M16 and the DP28. So we've got Tongji Bao pushing up. Now Raouf is the focus of their attention, but Longs is going to have to be careful. Paraboy's on the roof. King's on the wing. HC's probably not going to be able to do a whole lot there over at the compound. God, could you name... Like, of course, 628 and Deadeye's guys are fighting early game. Like, these guys need to get a... Well, they've got a room. They've got a whole city. And it's hard to... Turu loves to... Pushes in. He's on defense duty with the 8 swings out, takes them both loaded, both on 1 HP. They're going to have to be careful. If there's one more player, there's 2 more players from Deadeye's guys. This is the time to push from Deadeye's guys. They're quite low. They don't have a lot of meds. They're resetting. They're going for a revive. Seeing the kill feed, Raouf spots out Lons, goes for the knock and gets the confirm as well. You can see BC SWELL pulling up here in the bus. They're going to look to get busy as well. Sunan, beautiful angle there on the box. Now Shifu is not onto this world. And yeah, 33 comes around the corner, but Justice is getting involved in this fight as well. Daoshi's down. I think it's all up to 33Z here. BC SWELL really taking advantage of the situation. And that's the problem with these early game fights with those guys and 628. Like, they take each other out, and then the third. Meanwhile, in the boot camp, we've got some freeway action between Team Secret and Gaming. Team Secret taking a couple of knocks. That means iShot's the last remaining player. He's up on the ridge too. They've got all kinds of angles on him as well. Johnny has to be careful about overtaking that. He's going to take a spray. I'm surprised Top didn't go for the refrag there. I believe if we could see to the right that Pika and Scry might be over in that direction. Sometimes they do go for a 2-2 split with 2 of them in the main section of boot camp and 2 of them out at the compound, unless Stalwart Esports are down to a duo. So it's just Action and Top. So Pika and Scry have been taken out. iShots is a solo. Damwon Gaming have 3 up. Only Sung has been taken out. This is messy early game. We're down to 15 players. Like, what is... These guys... There was a lot of fights going on, but we couldn't ignore the spectacle that was BIGETRON and Nova Esports. That was amazing to watch. And Jimmy just showed us how it was done. Paraboy putting the hurt into Tongji now. King swings round, takes him down to half. Paraboy's going to follow up, chunking him down. They're both working with pure synergy, taking out Tongji about to go out. We're down to 5 teams. This is ridiculous. And we're only in circle 1. Oh my god. This is the poison. Like, this is why this is a double-edged sword, right? That is hot dropping in scrims. We didn't have a lot of teams to start off with. while it was fun while it lasted, we did see too much action, if I don't say so. I was fine with just the BIGETRON Nova hot drop. But everybody, look, BC Swell and they're at boot camp. They all had to get involved. They're all just like pushing madly. Look, if they can all go to boot camp right now and finish this game early, because it's a bit silly, and I will chastise these teams because these are scrims. We want to see them play properly. But it's Sanhok, you know, the madness of Sanhok. They're all gonna hot drop. Like they can't help themselves. I would do the same thing. I mean, I'm sure you all watching at home would as well. I mean, if I was in this situation, if I was in PMGC, I would hot drop Stalwart Esports in boot camp. No questions asked. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, even if you lose, you know, you did it, right? Like, it's fun. Like, that's why we play the game. And, you know, it is kind of nice to see the teams not taking it super seriously for just one game and having a bit of fun. BC Swell are just circling the wagons, look, and this is classic boot camp right now, you know. Justice looks at action, Judy's looking at Tomato, like they're all using that third person perspective. BC Swell are now taking the initiative, pushing it on Damwong. It's only Fabian. He's holding that stare angle. You can see Stalwart Esports are peppering a few shots, seeing if something will connect. Only Nova, yeah, everyone's at boot camp. They didn't all land in boot camp, although wouldn't that have been fun? We should do that. All right, I'm going to talk to the esports counties, guys. Let's do that before PMGC is over. All right, chat? I promise you, I will talk to the admin and I will say, can we get all of these teams to land in boot camp? Like, I want to see as many PMGC teams as possible. Like, all of them. Like, all of the teams, right? Landing in boot camp at the same time. They all have to land in boot camp. That's the rules. Nobody's allowed to land outside of boot camp. And whoever wins the boot camp hot drop of all the PMGC teams gets to say that they did that they won it, that they won that hot drop, and that they are now allowed in global finals. That team gets boot camp. That's how we decide it. Who knows who'll win it, but they'll have a lot of kills. And it'll be a great 10 minutes of fun. It'll probably be the best 10 minutes of our lives. Watching, you know, 16 of these teams land in boot camp. It would just be pure madness. And we've got to turn the sound markers off, and we've got to turn off aim assist and auto pickup, and we'll crank the loot up 3 times so they land on like an M4 and a level 3 helmet and a level 3 vest. Fun classic match. Imagine a classic match with Team Secret and Nova Esports. I landed Painan and Buddy Nova was there, and then we wiped them and we went to boot camp and Stalwart Esports were there. Like, imagine you just play classic matches, but you're against all these teams. Like, instead of a bot spawning, it's like Paraboy. Like, Paraboy just spawns behind you and just lasers you from 300 meters with a DP28. So you think Nova's going to do a hill battle? Yeah, of course. Why not? Oh no, goes down. iShots copped a bit of a nade. Oh, look at him. He means business. He's in FPP mode. You know they need FPP mode. But that nade does chunk him down. Top, look at Top's health bar, or the absolute lack of it. Look, the absolute lack of his health bar. If Top wasn't boosted then, I'm pretty sure Top wouldn't have been able to make that work, but damn, son. Now that's a hot drop. So we're down to 3 teams and 7 players, 12 minutes in this game. We've got BC Swell making moves onto Stalwart. I don't know why Stalwart, 13%. Give them a bit more credit. Give them a bit more credit than that. Like 13%. I mean, look at BC Swell. They're probably throwing nades at themselves. Nova Esports, I'm going to assume at some point are going to rotate in. This would make I mean, I don't know what they're going to do in Painan. Painan's probably not going to because they are practicing on hill battle. I don't. Do you think Nova have to practice hill battles? Like someone was telling me they play PUBG like 10 or 12 hours a day. Like what do you do when you're playing 12 hours a day? What do you do while you play? Do you think they just play classics or scrims or training room, and like they have to play a certain amount of time in the training room and then in scrims and then classic? Like I don't know. Oh, I'd like to see what their schedule looks like what a day in their life is of playing PUBG Mobile for 12 hours. They must have some pretty good thumb socks, because you get sore fingers. Like I got sore hands playing a couple of games, let alone 50. Now, we might see some interesting angles here. We have seen Nova at the he did win Esports Mobile Player of the Year, and he's currently sitting on the tippity top of that hill, making his way down into the boot camp. Action is showing us some tricks. I didn't know you could do that. BC SWELL very passive, considering they have a numbers advantage. I want them to push. See, it works. When you have the numbers advantage. Are they going to be able to get this first? What is that Molotov? What is that Molotov? What are they doing? Look at them. Look at top. Oh, he went down. That was pretty good. Like I didn't know that you could jump off the stairs onto that though. That was impressive. So now it's looking like Nova have a half decent chance of winning it. I apologize everyone that who's joining us now. We had a lot of hot drops early on in the game. We had a beautiful battle between BIGETRON and Nova Esports in Painan. Nova Esports obviously came out on top. King is in the blue. I'm not sure what King's doing, but yeah, maybe he is practicing his heal battle. Oh man, if King heals for like the next 20 minutes. No, King. Paraboy, you're going the wrong way. I wish we could talk to them. That would be cool. But if you're just joining us now, this is Sanhok. We weren't expecting every single team to hot drop at the same time. They all managed to kill most of the players in the lobby fairly quickly, and yeah, this is so. I don't think we'll be doing Sanhok again in Scrims, but if we do Sanhok, we are doing the bootcamp hot drop. We're going to get every single team in Pmgc to drop in bootcamp, and I'm going to make a special T-shirt for them to wear. I'm going to make a special I won the bootcamp Pmgc hot drop T-shirt, and each player on that team is going to get one, and it's going to be signed by me. Not that probably like reduces the value of it, but whatever. But welcome, this is Esports County. I'm your host Gangsy. We are currently sitting at 2.4 thousand likes for this video. Thanks to everybody in the chat. We really appreciate that here. So make sure you are hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content. We now have BC SWELL pushing in onto Nova Esports and hopefully ending this. Why didn't Nova go to boot camp? They should have. Like, come on, Paraboy. What are you doing? Just fight him. Just peek. What are you doing, King? Why are you running away? Like, fight. You beat BIGETRON. You can do this. He is practicing a heal battle. Oh my god. Chat was right. He has 29 first aids. He has 29 first aids. I don't... So Paraboy gets taken out. It's just King now with 29 first aids. There is no way that he's like at ruins. There's like no way that BC Swell find him. And he is going to out-heal them. Mark my words. They better get comfortable. Because we're going to Circle 9. Because he's going to loot ruins. You know how much loot is in ruins. He's gonna get a lot more first aids. Oh, well, this is a masterclass in how to heal battle. If you've ever wondered how to heal battle, how to use that strat, BC Swell, we're not gonna go looking at ruins. If you ever told me I would be like watching Nova Esports playing in a scrim and I would be struggling to find it interesting, I would have laughed at you. But the truth is stranger than fiction, ladies and gentlemen. And it's an important life lesson that we must all hear tonight. That, you know, you could never underestimate what is inside the realm of possibility. I mean, we've got King at Ruins with 31 first aid kits, with no intention whatsoever of heading into the circle, while BC Swell rotate aimlessly in Koenigsegg. Not even inside the car. Like they are literally riding the car. Spraying, they're shooting, you can see on the map. And just driving around the mountaintop. They should name themselves. That's a very good idea, Fire God. I am 100% behind them naming themselves. King, good. The level of disappointment I have right now is good. And also like relief that he wasn't going to get those 31 first aid kits off. I mean, what an anti-climax. He had the 31 first aid kits. Yeah, man, dude, WTF. He had 31 first aid kits. We're all sitting here like, dude, we're going to be watching this guy slamming first aid kits into his arm for the next 10 minutes. And then, boom, he misses like the second one. Like, oh, man, what the hell? How are you, like... aren't you like, I don't know. Yeah, Nova not made for hill battle. Like, yeah, okay, he definitely needs practice in the hill battle, right? Definitely needs practice. Like, King, you need to go back to blue zone school. That is ridiculous. Oh man. Maybe he's just messing with us. I'm pretty sure King knows how to heal battle, but look, here's the stats. I mean, Stalwart Esports somehow managed to get 2,000 damage and 9 kills. Nova Esports got a few kills. BC Swell got a bunch as well. Four Rivals didn't get any. We've been doing bad tonight. What about CRYPTICS? CRYPTICS weren't even in this game. Okay, it's interesting. I was wondering where CRYPTICS were. They didn't even play. But yeah, we're just gonna forget this game ever happened. Next time we do Sanhok, we're just doing a hot drop. Like, I swear to God, I'm gonna talk to admin and we're gonna do a hot drop. I don't even want to I don't even want to look at these two teams like they're head to head. All right, damage dealt, damage received. Total points 19 and 28. Okay, yeah, it's all mission wasted. Yeah, 100%, man. Wasted. It was like the worst hill battle of all time. First aid collection mission. EVOS aren't in this. EVOS aren't playing. EVOS didn't qualify from the PMPL. They're a good team though. So There was no MVP of that game. It was, but it was Swell, I guess. If you were to say there was an MVP, check the. From this last game, we had Zassi with 7 kills, Action with 3, Top with 4. We've got our match ranking. BC Swell taking it out there, and Stalwart Esports a bunch of. Yeah, NIGMA Galaxy have been doing Hill Battle. And that is true. Like, they are not familiar with the Hill Battle because, I don't know if everyone knows this, but I'm sure most of you do. The Blue Zone works quite differently in game to peace. I'm not even 100% sure how it works, but Boost works differently in game to peace than it does in global. So it's like there is a difference in these teams. Like these Chinese teams like Nova, Tongjiabao and 628. That is something they're going to have to get used to. But yeah, this is the last match. To answer your question, unfortunately, we're going to have to cancel the last match. The teams have told us that they are tired. They want to go to sleep. You know, it's they've put all of it in, and it's just been too hectic for them. Like the level of gameplay that we've seen in these scrims, it's just destroyed them all, and they want to rest up for tomorrow. But thank you everybody who's tuned in so far. It's been great reading all your comments in the chat. You guys are awesome, and thank you for your support of Esports County. You've got 2,500 likes on this video alone. That is amazing. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. It gives us that feedback that we're doing the right thing with the production team, getting these teams here. It's great to see it. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, subscribe. If you have subscribed, message one of your mates. Tell them to subscribe so that next time they can join in on all the action too. Share that video. Check out all the links in the chat. Maybe even have a look for me. I'm somewhere on the internet too. My name is Pmgc, and I will be seeing you guys next time we have scrims on this channel. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And good luck to all these teams. I mean, tomorrow is going to be the weekday stage again, and these teams will be battling it out to see who is going to go to Super Weekend. Like, this is crunch time. This is the pointy end of the tournament when we're going to be seeing, you know, all these teams putting it on the line. Because I don't think if a team doesn't make it to this Super Weekend, I don't think they're going to be making it to the finals. And the finals is what is going to show who is going to make it to the global finals. So, you know, this is a great time to be a PUBG Mobile Esports fan. And when does the next practice begin? If you subscribe to this channel, you see, like, we don't hit live on this stuff straight away. We always post these videos quite early. So if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get a notification in your feed of when the next scrim is going to be, usually about 24 hours beforehand. So make sure you subscribe for that. and you will see when the next practice is in, okay? But I'm Gangsy. I'm out. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate your support.
Star, see that out. Star copies all, go ahead. Message to observer, Alpha 3 rounds, 18 delay in effect, 3 guns. Bravo, 2 rounds. Advise, give a visual on enemy characters, grid product uniform, 5-9er, 1-1-9er. I don't know, we're on to them. Break.
Anybody ever did that? Be up in your face.
Star, see that out. Star copies all, go ahead. Message to observer, Alpha 3 rounds, 18 delay in effect, 3 guns. Bravo, 2 rounds. Advise, give a visual on enemy characters, grid product uniform, 5-9er, 1-1-9er. I don't know, we're on to them. Break.
I don't know how anybody ever did that. Be up in your face.
Star, see that out. Star, copies all, go ahead. Message to observer, Alpha 3 rounds, 18 delay in effect, 3 guns. Bravo, 2 rounds.